Yo, welcome to Locker Code, where football is not just fantasy, but our reality. Where you can express your excitement, your tensions, or even frustrations about the games, your team, your league, and performances of players. Let's go! Yo, welcome back. Yo, we're talking week one, yo. Week one. NFL season is here, yo.
Man,
How you guys feeling right now, man?
It's been a long time.
It's been a while. I'm excited. I'm mad excited. I'm ready to watch some football, ready to play some fantasy football and all that. Let's see what happens, man.
How's the weekend, man? How y'all feeling?
Weekend was pretty good, man. Did my specialty, grill a little bit, and hang out, play some dominoes, and
Oh yeah,
Play some dominoes.
yeah. I kind of messed that up. Yeah, the dominoes. They were trying to edge me out, but
It was good.
the kid know how to play some dominoes.
Well, listen,
That's
man.
all I gotta say.
Weekend was good with family, man. Went out to the beach, like I told y'all boys, man. Went down Atlantic, man. It was dope. Enjoyed it. So I hope everyone had a great Labor Day weekend, man. If you're just joining us this season, welcome to the Locker Code. You're listening to C, Ren, and PJ. You can find us on Locker Code on Twitter, Locker Code Podcast, LockerCode.com, Locker Code Podcast on YouTube. Man, we got a lot to talk about today, man. Shout out to your Locker Code, man. Your locations where they can reach out to you, ask questions.
Yo, for me, you can hit me up on RenCam on Twitter. You can hit me on Ren5001 on IG. Ask me a question, man. Anything from fantasy football to DFS, anything that you're looking for. All right.
Yeah, man.
Same here. You could reach me on Instagram _only Pablo _. I'm a big fan of DFS as well, so I'm already looking at some lineups that me and Ren have been talking about this week. Shout out to FanDuel and DraftKings.
Yeah, man.
And whoever's gonna win that mill this week.
It's about to be me. Just to let y'all know.
You don't even play DFS.
I know. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about today, man. But before we get started, man, let's get to that Super Bowl prediction, MVP prediction, Rookie of the Year. Who do you guys got right now? Who do you guys think is going to be in the Super Bowl this year?
Yo, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I don't want to say it, but I think it's gonna be Clyde.
You think it's KC? Oh, for Super Bowl? Or
For
you talking
Super Bowl,
about MVP
alright,
or
so
Rookie of the Year?
Rookie of the Year,
Yeah.
I'm saying Clyde.
All right.
I think the reports with Cam Akers and the Taylors and the Swift is not to my liking right now.
All right.
Swift is hurt. A lot of these rookie running backs are in a committee and they're going to have to prove themselves, which we didn't think was going to happen. So I think Clyde is in a situation to succeed right out the gate, starting week one.
So you think Clyde is going to be Rookie of the Year?
I think he's going to be rookie.
You got Rookie of the Year, bro.
Not Clyde.
Okay. I don't have Clyde as Rookie of the Year
Yo,
either.
funny enough, man, my Rookie of the Year is actually a long shot, and it's probably going to be Brandon Edwards.
Braylon Edwards from
Las
over
Vegas,
Hugs?
Las Vegas. Yeah.
Really?
The dude has a better pedigree than and yo, when the dude was like 17, when you look at
Henry
rookie
Ruggs?
years. Rookie and
He's talking about Braylon Edwards. Is going to have a Rookie of the Year over over Ruggs.
Oh, wow.
yeah, because he's a better wide receiver.
I think he's a better wide receiver too.
Yeah,
but he's
and-
not a better route runner than Henry Ruggs.
He's a bigger body and it's a better wide
That's-
receiver.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised now that Williams is out on IR. So hey, man, I can
Gives
see
him the
that happening.
opportunity to take over.
Right, his opportunity. So I like to look for
Big
those long
body.
shots. Yeah,
It's a big body for Carr.
yeah.
Throw the ball deep.
If it's not him, it's gonna be Burrow.
Man, really good choice. I do. I like that. But I actually went Jonathan Taylor. Right. I think if he gets that opportunity, right, he's going to be the cornerstone for the Colts this year.
Right.
Right. And I think the Colts are going to go deep in the playoffs, and they need a big body running back to run that ball, and he's going to run that ball. I'm sorry. I think Marlon Mack is going to kind of get faded out.
I'm scared. I'm
Hines
scared
is
of the
gonna be
rookie. All right. So see how you're saying Jonathan Taylor. I'm scared of that. The mere fact that Marlon Mack is there. Marlon Mack is there. So the
Yeah,
first couple of games, no points,
Exactly.
right?
Of
Yeah.
course.
For you, I know everybody's on this Clyde beat. I have to see it, man. And now they're saying Daryl Williams is going to start. So I don't even know. Like, I don't even know how. Daryl Williams actually played decent last year. Like, you know what I mean? He came in when what's his name was banged up, and McCoy was banged up. He came in and he played pretty good. So he knows the offense. Clyde, on the other hand, I don't think he knows the offense. So that's my take. Right now, to be honest with you, I'm oblivious to these rookies because
Yeah,
there's no
of course.
there is no
There's
preseason.
no-
game.
yeah.
We're not going
there's
to
no
compare
preseason, yeah.
college football as a preseason. game
Right,
for
I'm
the
not gonna.
NFL.
Nah,
Yeah,
definitely not. So, everybody is, hype over the unknown. I don't know. I want to see it, man.
Super Bowl prediction though.
Yeah.
It's tough. I want to say Bucks, but I know they're not going to make it. I'm gonna give it to either Baltimore.
That's your home squad. How you gonna say no to your home squad?
Relax yourself. So I'm gonna give it to either Baltimore. I'm gonna do two. I'm gonna give it to either Baltimore or New Orleans.
All right.
All right.
I'm gonna give it back to the reigning champs, right? I'm gonna say it's KC. It's gonna be KC and Green Bay.
What?
Yeah,
Come on.
I'm gonna give it to the Green Bay. I think it's gonna be KC and Green Bay,
come
and I
on,
think the
dude.
Chiefs are gonna win.
Well, I don't have any of those teams. I'm sorry. I agree with PJ with Baltimore. They have a great.
You
great
think
squad.
Baltimore's gonna get over KC?
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
I don't think KC's gonna repeat. They actually
Really? You don't think KC's gonna repeat?
bro. I don't think KC's gonna repeat. I think
When is
they,
the last time a team repeated?
Patriots was the last time.
Yeah, Patriots was the last one.
Yeah,
That's
but
probably a
but
good
my thing is
7
the team
7 years
that
ago.
possibly could take it all is probably even Tennessee. You know what I mean?
The Titans
Yep.
They had
With
a good
the wide
signing
receiver
with
quarterback?
Yeah.
with the wide receiver quarterback.
They don't need the quarterback, obviously, right?
yeah, they
So
don't.
you're gonna run down. You think Henry is gonna run down?
Hey.
to the
But
Super
they
Bowl?
signed Clowney.
I like the
That was a
sign
good
from
signing.
Clowney
The
for
defense-
Listen, the defense is gonna be fire.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
They lost the starting corner, which is Logan Ryan, who went to the Giants.
Right, but still, the defense is gonna still be fire.
Fire.
Like the front,
Sleeper
And it matches the run game that they're trying to do.
They play a slow game, man.
Yeah.
So I think they're gonna be fine, man.
I just can't see Ryan Tannehill ever winning anything.
I don't see it.
It goes
but
against everything I believe in.
Yeah, I'm right along with you on that one. And I'll be really upset if he start winning after we traded him
Hey,
too. So.
Garoppolo was in the Super Bowl, wasn't he?
He ain't win,
Oh,
right?
he didn't win, right?
He didn't-
Exactly.
That was because he can't throw the ball.
Exactly.
I mean, that's why.
He had the opportunity to
What do,
win.
you, what do you got? What do you guys have as MVP of the year? Y'all probably gonna be mad at me with this one too. So
MVP. Wow. That's a tough one.
you don't-
Yo, it's not tough for me.
who's your MVP prediction?
My MVP is probably gonna be I don't know. I give Godwin.
Godwin?
Seriously?
Yeah, I give it to Godwin.
That
Nah.
yeah, it's been a while since a wide receiver won
One
the
MVP. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I'm giving it to Godwin.
Okay.
All right. I know.
right.
I know who I'm gonna give it to Cook. He's betting on himself.
You going wide receiver too?
No, Dalvin.
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 Dalvin
Okay,
Cook.
okay. I thought you were talking about Brandon Cook.
No. Brandon who? Brandon who? Nah, come on, man. He's not gonna make it past week 4, and I don't
Hey, he's
wish
not
anybody-
barely making
anybody-
week 1 right now.
He's not even playing on week 1 right now.
So,
I don't even.
yeah, Dalvin Cook. The team is the offense is geared around him.
Yeah.
He's betting on himself. He wants that big contract. You know, there's some contract issues, and I'm betting on him.
All right. Well, I got reigning champ, going Patrick Mahomes this year again. I think back to back. I think
Nah.
Patrick had it the first year. Your boy Lamar Jackson had it the next year, and I think Patrick's gonna take it over again.
I feel
I think
like if a quarterback should get it, it would be an emerging quarterback. It could be like a Burrow or
Emerging quarterback to be
or-
MVP.
You know who's
you're
a long
looking-
shot?
You're looking at
Being able to
Kyler
said
Murray.
that? No, not even. Daniel Jones.
yeah.
Yeah,
But I think,
That's a long shot, though.
I
but-
think-
that's a real long shot because they actually have to win.
bro, I
I
think
think New York is going to actually make some noise this year.
I think Kyler Murray.
I don't know.
Kyler Murray has the opportunity to as well because
I like that one.
you see
I
what I'm
like the
saying? 'Cause
Murray
if
situation.
you look at all right, so Pat Mahomes won it, 2 years ago, and then Jackson won it. I mean, these are all emerging quarterbacks.
Yeah.
If at the beginning of last year, if you had told me that, hey, Jackson's going to win the MVP, I'll look at you crazy.
Yeah.
You
I
see what
agree
I'm
with
saying?
that.
So
Beginning of last year,
Beginning of last year.
he scored 4 touchdowns on the hats that you guys.
Yeah,
were
but for us
No,
to say that
no,
he
I'm
was going to be the
saying before the
MVP,
season
that
started.
oh, before the
Yeah.
season,
before the
okay.
season start, like
Because
saying
after
that-
like week 3, we knew he was going to be MVP.
I
I wouldn't say week 3. that's-
Dude was on Sports Center every day. They're showing him.
It was only
Yeah,
three.
highlights.
It was only 3 games at that point. You know what I mean? Like,
not necessarily.
yeah, you gotta give me. He was doing Madden.
What did Zeke say?
He was doing
made?
Madden video games, shakes, jukes,
Exactly.
and everything. I got you on that, but that doesn't give him MVP for that. You know what I'm saying? So I think around 8 to 9, you're like, yo, he's the truth right now.
Yeah, Jackson got figured out, man. Check it out this year.
Yeah, we're gonna see this year, man.
He scored 4 touchdowns on the Dolphins. That's all about.
Hey, Jackson
got-
Or 5. I don't remember. It
What's
was
your
it was a
team, man?
blowout.
Like, that's-
Why you always
Tampa Bay,
like,
bro.
don't
You know
you're
it's
wearing
Tampa.
the
I'm
hat.
surprised you
You're
didn't say
wearing the
Brady.
hat.
What I'm
You're
not-
wearing the hat,
I'm
so you
sporting
know I'm
the
gonna
hat.
have to go at you.
Yo,
So,
Say
no,
Brady, bro. Just say your
like,
team is Tampa
y'all
Bay
purposely
Buccaneers.
wanted to wear these hats.
Listen, guys, we still want you guys to hit us up on the podcast, hit us up on Instagram. Try to get this boy to just choose a team to vote on, man. Like,
Why you,
Or even
why
on
you bringing the
YouTube.
fans
Hit us
in
up on
between?
YouTube.
Why are you bringing the fans
hit
into
us up
it?
on YouTube.
This is
Just-
between me and you
just
guys.
give them Tampa. Give them
Yeah.
somebody. Jacksonville.
Hey man,
Yo,
Start 'em
listen,
off slow.
Shout out to
Let
the
me tell you-
Dolphins.
let me tell you exactly
I actually
what this
think the
dude-
Dolphins are going to be good this year.
Yo, let me tell you what this dude is gonna do.
What
He's gonna
would
wait
this
until
do?
the Super Bowl and was like, see, that was my team.
Yeah. I told you.
I told him that was my team. And we're gonna be
Yo.
searching for that show
Listen,
and be
man,
like, where's the show?
take the props while I'm giving it. Dolphins
Yo,
are actually going to
we
make
got
some noise this year.
NFL news, man, coming right now. Yo, so we got NFL news, man. Adrian Peterson released by Washington, signed with the Lions, though. What do you guys think about that?
Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing.
Have
It
not
affects you a lot more because you
So,
had to, you
we
actually
actually
dropped
had a
them.
talk about this. Go ahead and you say your piece and I'll say mine.
Nah, go ahead, man. I'll
All right.
let you go.
So, I think it means something
All right.
personally.
What does it mean? For Lions or for Washington?
So Swift has been injured throughout camp, right?
Yep.
I don't know. I don't think they really believe in carry on.
Nope.
And Adrian Peterson is the most reliable guy besides Frank Gore. So I think it means something. I think he gets some touches.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. And Adrian Peterson's going back to his offensive line or offensive coordinator that he had before.
Exactly.
Great on that. Miami Dolphins released Josh Rosen and Bucks picked him up. And I seen everybody was kind of upset, like, yo, why didn't we trade him for a pick or something like that? And you go from a guy that was drafted 2 years ago, traded for he was number 1 pick, first round pick, right? Then got traded for a number 2, and the Dolphins couldn't trade him for anything now, right? And he got picked up on the practice squad.
Hey, I think that's a good move on Rosen. Reason being,
For
he's gonna,
for the Bucks?
no, for Rosen. Because he gets the opportunity to, learn from Tom Brady. You know what I mean? I know it's probably the practice squad that he's going to be on, but he get an opportunity to like pick his brain and see what he's doing and all that stuff, so he can develop himself. So I think it's actually a good move on him. You know what I mean? So.
All right. I like that. I mean, it's hopefully, like you said, Brady's going to be leaving. So if Rosen has that opportunity to come up and be that backup and kind of take over too, so that's pretty good. Now, Clowney finally officially got signed with the Titans. Big improvements on the defense. Like, what do you guys think?
Hey, I picked Titans as a possible Super Bowl winner, so you know how I feel about that.
I agree with that. Clowney, we just spoke about it. So Clowney fits their offense in the slow game and the running game that they want to do. I think he adds a boost to a already good, better than average defense.
Okay.
So I like the signing for both parties.
I'm just glad he finally signed, but it's also a 1-year deal, right? I think it was like $12 million or $3 million extra bonuses that he can get at that point. So it's a total $15 million. But then we're going to play this game again next year. So the Titans is either going to extend him for a full 4 or 5 year contract or whatnot, or he's back in free agency and hopefully somebody goes after him. So, but now we got Washington. I thought it was kind of crazy. Washington has McKessick as their running back 1.
I don't think it means anything. I like Antonio Gibson. Um, this year, remember, we haven't seen any preseason games.
Right.
A lot of the running backs that are listed as the starters going into week 1 are not the guys that we're choosing, and we know that could change midway through the game, through Sunday.
Yeah, like starter doesn't necessarily mean that, hey, you are it.
Exactly.
Because, you can, I've seen it where a player, you got the first snap. All right, go to the bench. You go in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So-
This is how I look at week 1. It's tryouts, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really the
It's
first
really-
preseason game.
Yeah.
It's preseason 3, preseason 4 in a way. 'Cause you're
Exactly.
trying out. It's what is it? What is it called? You're suiting up just to check out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
rehearsal.
And
You know
trust
what I mean?
me, some dudes that get that opportunity, they're going to use it.
Yeah, I agree with
There's
that.
that opportunity, man. Well, listen, man, that was news. We're gonna get to the first quarter, man. How you guys feeling right now?
Yeah,
It's football, man. It's week 1.
I've been ready, man. Like, man, I
So
can't
we just going to
wait.
skip Brandon Cooks like that?
Yeah, we're gonna skip Brandon Cooks because we're gonna talk about Brandon Cooks anyways because we're going right into
I
Houston
know, I
and
was just trying to
KC.
make
yo.
a joke. Yo.
Yeah. And it's crazy. I got him on my squad right now, so I need him to. I don't need him.
You
to
know what
'cause
I
got
noticed?
ba- I
We
got
don't
bench.
give-
You know who you have on your squad too?
I got a lot.
Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, I do.
I don't get
I
it.
picked him up because you dropped him.
Yes,
Hey.
and I don't get it.
$50
I need a
that
running back.
$50 that he takes you this weekend.
Oh yeah, 100. 100. He ain't even worrying about it. Right
Oh,
now.
let's
He
go.
already tried to quit our bet that we already had before.
Oh, for the season.
Yeah.
$50 he takes you this weekend.
Wow. Can I get on that?
Nah, we play.
Don't feel peer pressured.
It's,
Yo,
It's
he got
falling out, man. It's
24
falling out.
hours. You're gonna see like 18 different trade
Nope.
offers. Yo.
nope. I don't need any.
He got
trade
one in his
offers.
back pocket.
Yeah.
No trade offers, man. I'm ready to rock. I'm ready to rock.
Yo.
$50 on it. Let's see.
Well, first Thursday night game, man, at 8:20 p.m. Houston and KC. Man, honestly, I'm going KC to win that game, yo. Like, what do you guys think?
I'm 100 on that. KC, they're playing at home.
Yeah.
I think, it's an easy win for KC, but I think it's going to be an exciting game because I think Deshaun Watson's going to pass a lot. What I'm really looking at this game for is who's going to be that wide receiver for Texan. You know what I mean? Who is going to be that wide receiver? A lot of people are on Fuller. All right, there's no Hopkins, so Fuller's going to get that double team, that deep, that early safety and that deep corner. Like, he's going to get that double team. So let's see if he still can do what he does. Like, you know what I mean?
I think if that has, that situation as far as who's going to be a receiver, if Cooks comes back and it's not because it's quad injury, he may come back tomorrow and be ready for the game because it's not that serious. But I think it'll be him because I think they're going to deep threat is honestly the deep threats are Fuller and Stills.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody else. So I agree with you on that one, man. What do you think, Yep?
It's good to be the underdogs. So I think there's a lot of underdogs on Houston. A lot of people that we've been writing off all show and just in the media everywhere. So that starts with David Johnson. I think this is a really good game for you to bounce back, prove yourself as a formidable running back in the NFL. Which this offense should be yours.
Yeah.
So
If you have David Johnson, if you drafted David Johnson in this offseason, fantasy offseason, I would definitely play David Johnson. Reason being, he's an all-around back. He can catch the ball.
Exactly.
If you remember him in Arizona, he on Bruce Arians' offense, a lot of his production came off the passing attempts. I know Watson doesn't dump down, but when you have a back like that to support you, you're gonna draw plays for that, and especially when you trade like the best player on your offense to
There's a reason why.
for that player, then you're gonna have to prove why you picked that player.
think about it this way too. You have some speedy guys out there. You have Fuller, you have Stills, and when Cooks get healthy.
Yep.
So you have guys that are fast. That opens up the lanes for him. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? So if if everybody could somewhat stay healthy,
Then you're good.
then this team should win some games, But that's the thing. Can they still stay
Yeah,
healthy?
healthy. Well, like last year, the running the ball for Houston was easy. The rush offense in 2019, they were ranked 9th, right? 125.6 yards per game, 4.6 yards per carry. Problem with KC, defense, like the running game on KC's defense was KC's kryptonite.
Yep,
They can't.
That's
They're
exactly. That's
horrible.
That's why I'm saying start David Johnson, man.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what Clyde does though.
I was actually surprised they let Carlos Hyde go. Right, Carlos Hyde was doing 4.4 yards per game, and now with David Johnson last year was doing around 3.6. But David Johnson was injured last year,
Hey,
right?
it's-
So It's a new season.
I wasn't surprised. I mean, you have to prove your trade.
You have to fix your
You got to
trade.
you got to validate your trade, I should say. But I'm curious to see what Clyde does, because man, when I say this nation is all about Clyde,
Yeah.
listen, the dude can come out and be fire and great for the dude. I'm not down on Clyde. I just don't know. The unknown is what's bothering me. I didn't see any offseason. I didn't see anything. So all I have to go by is college.
Your main concern is
and
that,
I
yeah.
don't know. Like,
And you
without-
also don't even trust their offense. I mean, the offense was great in LSU, so you're thinking, hey, it's just offensive line that
it's
was
the
there.
offensive
It's
line.
the
The
offensive
offensive
line.
line in
Not
LSU
comfortable
was
with Joe
ridiculous.
Burrow. And I know you don't
that's
mess
it.
around with Joe Burrow. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's concerning to me.
I mean, listen, it's a concern, but I mean, like we said in the beginning, it's a KC offense, right?
Yeah.
Like, so we can assume that he's going to be in the game plan, right? Even last year, the first game last year when the Texans played KC, right? Who was it? The wide receiver, Hill, he exploded.
Yeah.
Right? 8 receptions, 115 something yards, 2 touchdowns, but Kelsey didn't explode. He came up with like 51 yards. Williams had a good season,
Yeah.
right? So that may be a situation. I don't foresee all 3 of them exploding, but it could be a situation that it's Hill or
Kelsey.
or
Kelsey.
Kelsey, Hill or
Clyde.
your boy Clyde.
Yeah,
so for fantasy players out there going into this game, obviously we're going to start. There's a lot of big guns. So there's Kelsey, Tyreek Hill, Pat Mahomes, Clyde, Fuller, David Johnson, such. But if you're in DFS, a safe pick is definitely Kelsey, definitely Tyreek. We could look at Clyde to give us a big game, but I don't think he's starting. So I would go with the safety blanket, and we know that's the connection with Pat Mahomes, Kelsey, Pat Mahomes, Tyreek. It's the first game, so quarterbacks are gonna go with who they know
Of course.
and what's safe.
I would chance David Johnson
Absolutely.
on a DFS
Yeah.
squad as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree with that because I was going. I was actually going Brandon Cooks, Deshaun Watson, David Johnson, Travis Kelsey, Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, and KC's defense, right? Because
Yes.
right now, Deshaun Watson most likely is going to try to throw that ball. Brandon Cooks in or out, they're going to try to throw that ball because they want to do wide receiver by committee. Problem is that the defense on the secondary side on KC, them boys can play. Like they're waiting for you to
But-
throw that ball.
Didn't these teams played in the playoffs last year?
Yeah,
And
and-
it was a high scoring game.
It was a blowout. I think it was like by 21 to 28 points.
But they put up like
and
20
then KC came back.
Back,
and,
yeah,
and I
and-
think
and
it was
yeah.
like 35-28 or
Yeah.
something
Yeah,
like that. They
exactly.
came back in the playoffs and just kind of.
I
ran
don't
on
think it's going to be a beat down tomorrow. I think it's going to be a good game.
I think it's gonna be. What do you think the score is gonna be?
I give KC plus 10 to KC.
Really?
Yeah.
What
Nah.
do you got?
Plus 10? That's just a touchdown and a field goal.
I know
With
that's a
Pat
lot.
Mahomes?
That's a
That
lot.
is a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I think it's a
wow.
lot.
Seriously.
I really think
Did you
it's a
not
lot.
just see what they did to
Oh,
every
man.
team? Okay.
You see what Texan did in the playoffs last year. I mean, I
I mean, that's with Hopkins.
That's with Hopkins.
That's what happens.
I get you, but
Nah.
We talking about a whole-
with no running game, which is KC's weakness, and you have a better running back right now than Hyde.
I mean, you still
So-
gotta see, but I agree with you.
Right. So I'm looking at it from that perspective. I think it's going to be closer than what you guys think. It's probably going to be like a 24-27 kind of game.
24-27 by 3.
By 3? Plus 3?
I actually got it higher than you do.
Wow.
I have it at 31-14.
So you
I think
got it as a
KC's
beat
about
down.
to. I think KC about to beat them boys down.
I don't think it's
Their
going to be
defense is their defense is not that good.
KC's defense?
No.
Their pass defense is really good.
Yeah, but as I said, you have a way better running back than what you had last year.
Also going to remember. There's
Once I
no
shut down that pass
preseason.
defense, man, I can blitz all day long.
Yeah, but you
On
have
that-
one of the
on
fastest
line.
guy in Fuller. Like that's the thing. So he can stretch the field. Stills can stretch the field. I don't care what cornerback you have. There's no cornerback on KC that's fast as those two dudes. So, hey,
And
Fuller,
remember, a healthy
I know
Fuller,
Baz-
he
a
a
does
healthy
produce.
Fuller is ridiculous.
Yeah, he does
So,
produce.
I got you.
By
But he doesn't
stretching that
produce week
field,
one.
by stretching that field.
He produces week 2, week 3.
But the thing is, like, no, Fuller is gonna be week 1, and then I don't know about that.
Which-
After. I don't know from that point on. he's gonna give you that one big play, and then next
He may
game
give you
he's
only
gonna
three
have
quarters.
he's gonna give you
Three
3
quarters.
quarters. Yeah, you're right, 3 quarters, and then pull up on the hamstring, and then I just think that
Speaking of hamstrings,
I just think that David Johnson's gonna have a good game.
I think so too.
All right, man. Let's get into second quarter. Let's have some fun for Sunday night football games, right? What do you got, Paul? Sunday night games. What do you got?
I think I got the Jets. Let me see here. So
Is
yeah,
it
I got
Sunday game or Sunday night game?
Sunday game.
Sunday
Sunday, 1
starting at
o'clock.
1.
Yeah.
So I got the Jets Bills. I'm gonna give the edge to the Bills on this one. The Bills are coming. They got Diggs. They have John Brown. They have Dobbins and Singletary, and the defense is ridiculous. On the other end, we have Gase and Gase and some more Gase. So
Welcome back, Gase.
my God!
so enough said on who's going to win that game.
Yeah.
In DFS, definitely the Bills is a 2-goal defense. But I'm not writing the Jets off. They did build that offensive line. I think that Le'Veon should have a bounce back year, but it's the Gase factor. So I don't know what this dude is going to do. I do believe he will be fired by
Week
early
6.
week. Not
Week
even week
6. I
6,
got
week
week
4.
3.
I got week 4. So
Yo, he got like a killer bet.
I
going.
just can't.
Killer bag.
Yo.
I'm not high on Diggs because new receivers with new receiver in a new offense, it takes some adjustment. Remember, there was no preseason, so I'm not sure that connection. We all know that Josh Hill is not the most accurate guy in the world, so I still like Josh Allen to run a lot. But Bills win this one comfortably.
But the dude said he's not gonna.
Comfortably.
The dude said he's not.
Comfortably,
Gonna, he's not
yeah.
running this year. Like that's what. That's what.
We all say good things.
Yeah, we all say good things.
Lamar says
I-
the same thing every year. He's not
What are you
running.
predicting? Who's the fantasy players
The breakout?
in that game? Do you think, hey, listen, you sit, you start?
I
do you
would
got?
definitely start Le'Veon because at the end of the day, Le'Veon is the best player on that field. And I think that for them to have a chance, the system got to run through Le'Veon. Sam Darnold is there. They did improve that offensive line. So I'm interested to see what the Jets look like. I just don't trust Gase.
DFS wise, I'm not starting anybody on that squad
Exactly.
in that game. DFS
But
wise,
I could see
I'm starting
Le'Veon
Le'Veon.
having a
Oh
decent
yeah,
game.
probably Bills defense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely Bills defense.
defense.
Definitely
I'm
Bills
gonna
defense.
start Le'Veon. I'm not starting anyone else.
Yeah, I would stay away from Diggs. I would stay away from John Brown, simply because they're two of the same. So we have to see. Week 1 is going to be a lot of seeing what works.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
it's,
listen,
it's the tryouts really.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. I would probably start Brown over Diggs because Diggs does not know his quarterback yet. The quarterback does not know Diggs.
You can say
Quarterback
that.
knows Brown.
Yeah, but Diggs'
Deep
hands,
threat is deep threat. Hands is hands.
Diggs' hands are ridiculous.
I
so
understand. 100.
I beg to differ on that. I'm going.
I would if I'm starting one of them. I'm starting Brown.
All right.
Starting Brown.
You know who I
I'm
would
going
start
Diggs.
though? Who I like for
Who?
week 1? Singletary. Singletary is gonna. I feel week 1
Yeah,
is gonna
Moss
get a
is
lot.
not going to go in there.
Yeah, I don't
he's
think
not.
Moss is
He's
gonna
not.
go. It's gonna be
Yeah, he's
Singletary.
not. So
It's
it's
gonna
gonna
be
be
Singletary's-
it's gonna be Singletary
Singletary's
all
gonna-
day.
You're right.
All
Singletary's
day.
gonna eat.
That's your safest pick.
Yeah, Singletary's going to eat.
What do you got, man? 1 o'clock. What's your
I'm gonna go with the Eagles and Washington. Obviously, the obvious pick is the Eagles. Yo,
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Shout out to Myth.
Yo, shout out to Myth, yo.
but real talk though. I mean, Washington did some good things in the offseason, with the new coach, Ron Rivera, and all that stuff. They did some things in the draft, but tough blow at the running back. I don't need to bring his name up. I thought Gibson had the job locked, but McKissick is named as number 1. So I'm kind of like,
I don't.
I'm kind of like baffled by that. So hey,
I'm assuming because he was there last year. It's the only guy I can come up with.
Right, so he probably know the plays,
Yeah.
and because we don't have any off season. We don't have, like, when I say off season, we don't have any preseason games.
I mean, to be
so
honest
we
with
really
you,
can't
know
tell
what plays because it's a new coach. It's
right.
Ron
we
Rivera's out
don't,
there.
and Ron Rivera, seeing what he did with McCaffrey, man,
Yeah.
like he likes that duel, and McKissick kind of fit that mold, to be honest
Yep.
with you.
Mhm.
So don't be surprised, man. And Scary Terry, man, Scary Terry is gonna be good, man. Even though the Eagles have
Great corners back there, bro.
I mean,
Not great. I want to say great. Good.
good corners, man.
Good corners to hit them.
Yeah, but and then the Eagles' wide receivers are banged up. So with Rager being doubtful,
They got so many back there anyway.
but I feel like if you're starting DFS, like if you're playing the Million Maker this year on FanDuel or something like that,
yeah.
a great player is probably Deshaun Jackson.
Yep.
Because I don't know if you guys remember week 1 of last year
Yep.
with him and Wins, man. That
was
boy
incredible.
was fire.
All Wentz had to do was just throw it deep and
Go get it.
and he'll go get it.
Go get
yeah,
it.
so
That's all he
I
did.
I really think that's gonna be a good.
Why'd you do that? Now you got me thinking. Like,
What's that?
Dude, that's obvious, man. Like,
Yeah,
look,
but
if Rager's banged
don't
up,
remind me.
Alshon Jeffrey's out.
You gotta try. You gotta. Put
You
him.
have the 2 tight ends, yes, and
And
to be
even then,
honest with
there's
you,
one of them has a contract issue right
Miles
now.
Sanders is also banged up.
Yeah.
you see
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
he's banged up,
So hey,
Deshaun,
Yo,
man,
it's not even
Deshaun
first
that's
week
normally
and these
banged
dudes
up
is
and
banged
he's
up.
in. He's ready.
you feel me? So I can't.
For
It's gonna
now.
be
Yeah, for now.
so it's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be it's
Give
gonna
it to
be
about week 5.
it's gonna be the Whiteside and Deshaun show. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So, and I like Whiteside a little bit more. I'm sorry, I like Deshaun a little bit more. So, hey, man, I feel like,
What do you think the score's gonna be?
the score
Who's
between
gonna
that
win?
game,
You said Philly's gonna win.
Philly's definitely going to win. It's not going to be a super high scoring game. I'll give it like 17-10. Like, you know what I mean? 17-10. A field goal and a touchdown for Washington. Philly without the wide receivers,
So
2
you're saying
touchdowns.
there's a chance that Washington may win the game.
No, I really and truly, I wanted to say 10-21. To be honest with you,
Sounds about right. I'm gonna give him one touchdown.
but the Ron Rivera effect, I don't know what that is. Like, you know what I mean? The dude can coach.
Yeah,
I don't
he
care
can.
what you want to. I don't care what you want to say. The dude can coach. Haskins and Terry, I saw some highlights with them. They look mad good together. They have that boy Sims out there. That
That's why I think that may be a breakout because of the fact that
he's
the
gonna be a
defense will
breakout.
put
I
on
don't think he's
Scary
gonna be.
Terry.
I think he's gonna be. It's like if you in your fantasy league, I think that's a stack watch for all intents and purposes. I think Sims is a player that can surprise a lot of people, and I think he's gonna be like a week 3 waiver pickup, like top 5 waiver pickup, because he's gonna show you 2 games that he's just monster
Ready.
on it. You know what I mean?
Smart.
Ready
You said
on
it was going to be a close game or no?
Nah, I mean 21-10. That's where I'm at.
In Washington, I think it's going to be a close game.
Yeah, that's why I was saying 17-10 before, but 21-10.
I like 21-10. I don't think
Wentz-
it's gonna be a close game with
Wentz like to pass the ball, and I just think that's 2 bombs to Deshaun Jackson. I don't feel like there's any corners on Washington that can.
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
the
have the
offense
speed.
is a strong offensive line. I mean, yeah, you got the 2 beasts out there with Sweat and now the new defensive end. What's his name? Chase Young, coming from Ohio State. I mean, he's
Right.
a beast.
Yeah.
That may mess around with Miles Sanders' run game.
That's what
But
it's gonna be.
It's that deep passes that Deshaun Watson is gonna kick him.
Deshaun Jackson.
If they don't get him back there
Yeah.
into Carson really quick, then bam, that deep ball is gone.
Gone, yeah.
yeah,
it's
I agree
gone.
with that 100.
It's gone.
All right, see. Who
And you got your fantasy. You said your fantasy options. What is Deshaun Watson? You played him.
For DFS.
Deshaun Jackson for DFS.
Yeah.
Scary Terry will have, like, Eagles have never been great on the pass, so Scary Terry will have a decent game.
All right, man. I got Miami. Yeah, boy.
I'm interested to see
at
what y'all
New
think
England,
about
man.
this game.
I got Miami at New England, man. So I think, man, both teams look different, as you know, right? New England got a new quarterback in Cam Newton. No one knows how he's going to do in that offense, how that offense is going to be. Most likely a lot of run game going through there. Now, is Edelman going to see a lot of Byron Jones on Sunday? I think he will. I think Xavier Howard is going to hold on whoever, because there's nobody out there.
Exactly.
N'Keal Carey, all right, but he's who matters right now. You know, he doesn't really know how Cam is. They're probably going to throw deep balls, but it's literally Edelman and Carey with Miami's defense. As I stated, locked up corners. right? Mad corners back there. It's going to be a rotation of corners, rotation of safeties that's going back there. So I think their defense is going to be locked. Linebackers, man, we traded McMillan to the Raiders.
Yep.
Right? But with that, we took 3 linebackers from New England.
From New England.
So we gutted them already.
And they're familiar with the offense, so that's the upside that I think
Exactly.
a lot of people are failing to look at. Miami defense has improved
Tremendously.
significantly,
Yeah.
but they're not getting any love.
No.
And I was like, all right, not because I'm a Miami fan, but yes, I'm gonna be a homer right now. Look, N'Keal Harry, he's up and coming. He didn't do anything last year when you have one of the best quarterbacks in the league in Tom Brady.
Ready for you.
You know what I mean? This year in training camp, all the news is that he's lacking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He doesn't command the ball. So, it's still Edelman, right?
Yeah,
it's
it's
still
just
Edelman.
Edelman.
And I mean, N'Keal Harry is gonna be, a force. He's a long shot. I hope don't put him in your lineup at all
Dude.
because you have to see how him and Cam Newton connects. I don't think it's a good fit. I just don't know what Cam is going to bring to the table.
Yeah,
I
that's the
like
thing.
him though. I like him, but I don't know what he's going to bring to the table right now. On one of my fantasy team, I have him as my quarterback too. I'm not starting him this week. Even a lot of people are saying start Cam. Cam is a must start. You're going to get a rude awakening from the Dolphins defense this week.
Now I think Cam will start to dump the ball down to James White. James White might be the guy. Yeah, you want to start.
Yeah, I think James White is a good DFS play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the tournament.
Yeah, because James had last year 645 yards last year, 5
Yep.
touchdowns. He was the second leading receiver last year to Edelman. And like I said, with our defense, man, you drop down on linebacker when Edelman comes across, hit him, nudge him a little bit, and let either Byron Jones or Howard take over the rest. I'm telling you, Edelman will
It's
be
over.
out.
It's over.
It's
So
over
who
at that
do you
point.
have
So
winning that game, bro?
I got Miami.
And score.
Miami. I got Miami winning that game. I got it 24-10. I think it's a nice score, 24-10. Cam is probably going to drop it down to White, probably get a touchdown here, a field goal. But I think Miami's right. Like the one thing I keep telling you, we got to look at Cam Newton does not know his receivers yet. So his safe zone is not going to be a tight end. It's going to be James White. Now you got Fitzpatrick, who started last year, right? For some odd reason was the leading rusher in our team. But, passing-wise, man, he has Preston Williams back. He got Devontae Parker back. And let's say last year, Devontae Parker had about 137 yards, 8
against,
receptions against Gilmore.
Gilbert. Yeah.
And Gilmore is the top corner there. So,
yeah, and hey, man, Parker was talking.
I think I gotta voice my opinion simply because
Right.
I'm
Parker-
an odd Dolphins fan.
And
All
don't
right,
forget,
so-
don't
all
forget
right.
we got Breida and Howard.
Yeah,
All right, so put it this way.
I'm just saying.
So
right?
I'm gonna be real. I'm not that much of a homer. I think it's gonna be a close game, 17-14 type of a deal. Because they're at home. You know what I mean? I just think
They're at New England.
Right. They're gonna be at New England. New England. I mean, it's a Tom Brady era, but New England doesn't really lose at home.
Foxborough.
They don't really lose at home that much.
I don't know, man.
I'm
We're
just
gonna
glad.
see.
You know what I'm happy for? Dolphins going there when it's warm.
Yeah. Early.
So unfortunately, I'm gonna agree with Ren. I do think it's gonna be a very close game. I do think for DFS purposes, I am going with the Miami Dolphins defense. There's too much unknowns. There's too much changes. There's too much going on with New England for me to bet on anyone there. For Edelman to get the ball, Cam has to throw it to him. So I don't know what situation is going on. I don't know what the offense is going to look like. The only thing I do know is there's more continuity with Dolphins. As he said, with the Preston Williams and the Devontae
Devontae
Parker
Parker.
and all of that stuff, and Ryan under the center. And the Dolphins defenses are going to look better in week 1 than offenses are going to.
Yeah.
Obviously, we
Yeah.
know that.
I agree.
So I would give the edge if it was playing at the Hard Rock in Miami. I think it would be a beatdown personally.
Mhm.
But I think it's going to be a close game, and I would give the edge to the Dolphins in this one.
All right.
So 17-14.
Fantasy starts, like I said, Cam Newton, James White, Matt Breida, Parker, and Williams.
I think
Scared of
Williams
Parker.
is a good DFS draw.
Scared of Parker
you're looking
because
for upside.
of his recent announced injury.
Yeah. What do you got, Rip? Oh, well, PJ, what do you got? Who's
Oh,
your
so
next up?
we're running up.
Yeah,
So
who's your
I
next
got
one?
the Colts Jacksonville, right? This one is playing in Florida as well as playing in Jacksonville.
Jacksonville beat down.
Beat down?
Jacksonville got to get murdered.
I thought so at first, but I'm really rethinking it. So in the draft, right?
All right.
We can't leave out that these boys drafted C.J. Anderson, which is a good corner. They got two playmakers in defense, and they have Clavion Chassin, right? So we can't leave that out.
Yep, I got you.
Phillip Rivers is in a new offense. T.Y. Hilton is getting older. He's injury prone. Yes, we have Paris Campbell.
He's not
We-
injured for the first game, though.
He's not injured for the
not
first
the
game.
first game.
But the Colts
And
are
Pittman.
going to Jacksonville. I thought it was going to be a major beat, but I don't see the Colts as putting up a ton of points. Their defense is really good. Their defense is strong. I think this is going to be a low scoring game. I see it. I give the edge to the Colts, but I think this is the thing with football, man. There's some unknowns, and there's going to be a lot of surprises happening week one.
Listen.
And I wouldn't be surprised if the Jacksonville Jaguars won this game. As good as I think that the Colts are, I think it's week one. There's a new quarterback. There's a new system. Like, stuff just happens on week one, man. Like,
Stuff do happen on week one.
but
and the
okay,
stuff
so
that's-
let me round it up
finish
by
round
saying
it up.
I would if I'm betting, if I was forced to bet, I would give the Colts 21-14.
So you're going
Oh,
Colts.
you're going Colts.
I would go Colts.
Oh, okay,
man,
but
'cause
I would
I
not
was
be
gonna hit you
like,
with-
for example, I would go Colts, but
You
it's not something I'm betting on.
Scare me.
No. I'm just saying though, we're playing in Jacksonville. There hasn't been a preseason. You can't just expect offenses to just be clicking like that. You're killing me, Petey.
Tell me about it, man. Tell me about
Yo,
it.
man,
Listen,
what are you killing
there's
me,
no
man?
defense.
What do you mean?
Listen, man, there's no defense for Jacksonville. Jacksonville is trying to tank. Like, based on the moves that they made this offseason, they're trying to
tanking.
tank.
They're tanking,
They're
bro.
not trying to win that game.
There's no win.
They're
They're
know-
not trying to score.
Listen,
They're not trying to score.
My dude, they're not trying
They're
to
not
score.
They're
trying
not trying to score.
They're not trying to score.
What do you guys got? DJ Shark, right?
No, I don't.
I have him in one league.
Exactly.
I have
So
DJ
you're
Shark.
telling me they're not
No.
trying to score?
There's going to
Listen,
be
they don't
games that
want to
they're
be
going to score.
embarrassed, but they're not going to win that game.
not
Okay,
gonna-
let me ask you a question.
7 points, yes. 10 points.
We're
okay.
going to use
Field goal.
San Fran. Was anybody talking about San Fran last year?
San Fran is a different beast.
What do you mean it's
man.
a different
You-
beast?
No, it's not. It's not a different beast.
It's
but I
not a
understand
different
where you're
beast
coming
because
from.
there's
But they
Garoppolo
weren't
on the
ta-
center.
It wasn't.
He's no
obvious.
different than
Listen,
than
Yeah, but it was a better defense in
Minshew.
better defense in
But listen,
49ers.
here's the difference.
Defense end.
Here's
But
the-
no one saw San Fran defense being what it was.
No one saw San
No.
Fran defense, but no one saw San Fran being
When
a
Chicago's
dog
defense
team.
was top, no one saw Chicago's defense
But we're
as
not saying
being
that.
this
But
unbelievable.
listen,
defense.
last year,
listen.
did you think that San Fran was only going to win 2 games, 3 games, 4 games?
Listen, I'm not saying Colts has Phillip Rivers on the center. Phillip Rivers is not going to just be gunning the ball. Yes, they have the best offensive line in football. I do agree with that. But you guys they're not going to go in there and beat them by
All right, here's my thing.
21, 30 plus points
You brought
on
up
week one.
Wait. You
It's
brought up
week
you
one.
brought up San Fran, right? You brought up San Fran. Here's my point with San Fran that you're missing. It wasn't that obvious. Like, San Fran wasn't trying to tank. San Fran was trying to improve their team.
Yeah.
There is nothing that the Jacksonville did this year on offense
That shows you that they're trying to
that
win.
they were trying to win.
Nothing. Running
Other
back.
than draft, like, look, the
Defense.
draft is the draft. They're building for the future, but minus the draft now, right? So there is absolutely nothing that they did. That
Nothing.
Show,
Their
show you
defense,
that they were
their
trying
top
to
defense
improve.
end got traded.
Nothing.
Their top defensive tackle got traded. Their top running back
got traded.
released.
Yeah, like they're not trying to win, bro. Like, they're
not trying to win, bro.
They're not
Defense
trying
is not trying to win. They traded 2 of their top cornerbacks.
I'm just saying it's going to be a closer game.
I
Man.
don't
You guys,
believe that,
no.
man. I
so
don't believe
they're
that,
winning
but
by three touchdowns in Jacksonville.
possibly. I feel like they're winning by.
I got 3.
I would bet. on
I say
this.
14 points.
That's 21.
I don't think
21.
21 is a bit ambitious.
21.
Phillip Rivers.
Phillip
Phillip Rivers
Rivers-
hasn't beat somebody by 21, and God
My
knows
dude, Phillip Rivers is gonna throw the ball, B.
He's behind a better line, though.
He's better. Yeah, better
He
line.
is behind
That's
a
Three
better
different
line.
running.
that you have to
Three
address.
different running
He
backs.
is behind behind
Same
a better line.
receivers.
Yes, he is behind the arguably the best offensive line. I agree with that. I do give let's get this straight. I think Colts are going to win, but I just don't think it's going to be a major beatdown like everybody think it's going to be.
All right, I'm going with it. What you got,
All right.
Ren?
Yo, I got the Packers and Vikings. Like, this is a rivalry game, and I think this game is gonna be super excited. I know, like, the scheme on the Packers has changed into a running offense, but you still got Aaron Rodgers that got Love that drafted to replace him, and you got Devontae Adams, and you have, who's the next wide receiver again? Oh, Lazard.
Lazard.
Okay. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, like, Aaron Rodgers is just not gonna listen. I don't know. I'm just.
He's not losing this
He's
game.
not gonna listen to the coach. He's just gonna pass.
Nah,
the
he's
ball
gonna pass the
out, right?
Aaron Rodgers will be a Bear next year.
As much as I think, a lot of people think.
I would
like,
love that.
Yo, as much as a lot of people think that this game is going to be exciting, I think it's going to be a boring ass game, and this
Yeah.
is why I say it's going to be a boring ass game. It's two running teams, like they all changed their dynamic, like their offense into a running offense. Packers is running the ball more. Yes, Devontae Parker. I'm saying Devontae Parker. Aaron Rodgers is going to pass the ball to Adams. Yes, Adams is going to get some look in the red zone, but majority of the offense is going to be a running game. It's the same thing in the Vikings with Cooks. It's going to be a running offense, just the same. Yeah, you know, you have your favorite wide receiver. What's your favorite wide receiver on the Vikings?
Thielen.
There you go. He's gonna get a lot of targets because there's nobody else out there. You
What
feel
about
me?
Jefferson?
Like, so
I think they announced him as a third.
Yeah, he's gonna be third. Yeah.
so
Bissy Johnson is gonna be the second receiver. out
so
there.
I say the Vikings gonna win this one at
Right.
home.
Who do you
know-
start? Fantasy starters.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you in a second, but.
Yeah.
Vikings is gonna win. Fantasy starters is definitely Thielen, definitely Adams,
Yeah.
definitely Aaron, and
Cook.
Dalvin Cook.
And Davin, yeah. Easy.
I wouldn't start anybody else if I were you.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch it.
Yes, and it's not gonna be as excited as I thought it was gonna be like 2 years ago. These two teams playing is gonna be a shootout. No,
No.
it's gonna be a slow game. It's gonna be like a 21-17 game type deal.
I like it. I like it, man.
I agree
like
with
it.
that. Yeah.
I agree with it.
Yeah.
We
Close
got
game, Minnesota.
Raiders in Carolina. The Teddy B era begins, bro. Yo, man, I don't know. I was fighting this one, yo, and I'm gonna say Panthers win, 24-10, right? I think last year DJ Moore had 1,175 yards last year with 87 receptions. Raiders defense was ranked 31st in pass defense last year in 2019. The defense was good against the run. They were ranked, I believe it was 8th, right? 8th defense, stopped at 3.9 yards per carry. But, dude, it's going to be hard for them to stop McCaffrey, right? I mean, do we even need to get to McCaffrey? I mean, it's
Hey,
McCaffrey. It's
you're-
C-Mac.
You got the
You
stage,
said
my dude.
21-10.
You got.
I got 24-10.
Press that little fancy button that
Which
you
one?
did
Which
on-
one? Which one? Which
The
one?
one that you pressed on me with Buddy from
You talking about this one?
yeah, press that.
That one?
Press the little fancy
Bruh,
button.
you are.
Yeah. Because 21-10.
No, hold on. First of all, I said
No,
I said
no, no,
24-10, right?
Oh,
so
that's even worse.
I got 3 more points. All right,
Bro,
it's gonna happen. I'm telling you.
what are you talking about,
All
bro?
right. All right, go ahead.
Like, listen, man.
Yeah.
I
Go ahead.
agree with you that the Panthers will win.
Oh, well, you said you got quotations up here.
Yeah, the quotation is like those points, like that separation of points is ridiculous, man. Like,
Against
First
them.
off,
All right.
Carolina defense sucks.
I agree with that.
All right.
They suck.
All right.
They-
All right.
And-
all right. All right.
And Vegas defense is pretty good. They have
They were decent last year.
Yeah, they have Josh Jacobs, who's only going to get better.
That's their offense, not their defense.
Offense. Sorry, their offense is decent. It's pretty good in my opinion. They have Waller. They have Ruggs. They have the kid.
Yeah,
that
they
you
got
mentioned.
Waller. But see, the thing is, I'm looking at Ruggs. Excuse me. Ruggs or Hugs? It's one of those two, right?
Ruggs.
It's new to the offense. Braylon Edwards, new to the offense.
Exactly.
The only person that's out there really is Jacobs and Waller,
Exactly.
right?
But against one of the worst this team played from behind in like every single game.
Yeah, but the worst defense is actually the Raiders last year.
I just
passing
can't.
defense
I
is the
can't
worst in
see
the
it as
Raiders.
20. I think it's a close game.
And if even the Raiders had the best, they were ranked 8th in run defense. Even if you stop C-Mac from running, you have a problem with passing now.
Okay, so it's two really bad defenses, right?
Yeah,
we could agree on that.
Yeah, 100.
I think points put up, and I think it's a close game. So I would say 24-21,
Oof.
27,
Close.
28, 21. I wouldn't give it plus or anything over plus 6, plus
6
7.
points? Really?
Yeah.
I got, fantasy starters, I got Josh Jacobs, Waller, C-Mac, DJ Moore, and Bridgewater.
I'm not starting
I'm
Bridgewater.
not starting Bridgewater.
Yeah.
I mean, that's if you have him. No one should have him in the starter, but hey,
Yeah, I'm not starting
going with
Bridgewater.
that.
Number one, Bridgewater is almost on every waiver wire that I have in any
Yeah,
league I'm
yeah.
in. So, except the dynasty league. So I'm sorry, man. Bridgewater is just not it for me.
What do you got?
I'm not focused on Bridgewater. No. Those are the right fantasy.
Yeah, the
fantasy.
other four I got. I like those.
Who you got next,
What
bro?
other game you got?
I think one of you guys got to do the Chicago Detroit.
Want to run?
You got it?
No, I got Cleveland and
No,
Baltimore.
I got Chicago, Detroit, man.
You
I
got Chicago. You wanna
Detroit.
go?
I got
All right.
Chicago, Detroit.
I like this game.
I like this game too.
Yeah.
I like this game, but first I'm gonna pick my winner. I think it's Lions.
Yeah,
all day,
easy.
all day. Even though Trubisky has had really good success against the Lions, especially like last year, but I think the Detroit defense, even though they lost like a major piece of their defense, I think they're still gonna be pretty good. Listen, the running backs in Detroit are gonna struggle. I wouldn't start any of them. I wouldn't
starting
start
any of them.
Yeah, I wouldn't start Kerryon Johnson. I wouldn't start. I want to see
Swift. Week 2.
Yeah, the front on Chicago defense is ridiculous,
Business,
man.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, on the flip side, Chicago running game is nothing to write home about because Montgomery's banged up, Cohen is looking pretty good, and sleeper Ryan Nall should be.
Ooh.
Yeah, don't worry. Look, hey man,
Said no.
the dude, Ryan Nall is a sleeper. If you're playing like tournament leagues, I think he's a good start. And this is the reason why I say if Montgomery is unable to go, Cohen cannot play between the tackles.
Montgomery is
I'm
unable
sorry.
to go.
Yeah, he's unable to go.
Right. So
He had 3 weeks out.
Cohen can't play between the tackles. They did not pick up another running back or anything like that. Ryan Nall is built like a Derrick Henry. The dude is over 6 feet and the dude is built and the dude can run. So a lot of people are not talking about him. And I really feel like that dude is going to be a force to reckon with.
Yeah.
So playing DFS, you can put him in. You can, stash him on your squad depending on how Montgomery works out. But I think that's going to be a great little nugget right there. Allen
For
Robinson.
the first 3 weeks.
Yeah, Allen Robinson. Dude, start him.
Oh,
Start
okay.
him.
Okay.
Like,
You were shaking your head like you didn't want to start
him.
Allen
Like,
Robinson.
Listen, Allen Robinson is quarterback proof, defense proof, whatever proof you want to put out there. Allen Robinson is great.
Any quarterback can do it to him.
With Matthew Stafford back, I would start if you have either one of these wide receiver on your squad. I would start either one of them. In Galladay and Marvin Jones, because he's gonna sling the ball. So hey, man, I think Lions is gonna win this, pretty easily. But it's not going to be a super high scoring game. It's going to be like a 21-14 type of game.
Yeah, I like that. I agree with that. Got Cleveland and Baltimore. I like this game. I actually struggled to figure out who's going to win this game. Not going to lie to you. And I know y'all waiting so y'all can disagree with me.
Cleveland and Baltimore. He struggled to see.
Yo,
Press
that
the
is
button. Fancy button again.
That is going to be a good game, yo.
I'm
Like,
gonna invent a button. You're
right.
gone
Too far.
For real, bro.
Yo, Cleveland has a nice pass defense, bro. But, let's be real. Lamar Jackson is out there, right? Lamar's going to go crazy on them. They're going to run on these boys all day long. I like their running back core on Baltimore.
Hey,
Defense
don't
is good.
sleep on that Cleveland and Baltimore game, man. Like, I
telling you,
had
man.
Chubb on my squad last year. His best game was against Baltimore. I just want to put that out there.
Its best game was against Baltimore.
I just want to put that out there. His best game last year was against.
Beat down.
I'm just saying,
we
bro.
talk about beat downs. What game did you say was
Yo.
going to be 24-10?
I'm telling you.
This
man.
game is going to be 30.
Nah.
No way.
30-17.
This
No,
game
bro.
is actually going to be closer than you
I think it's 24-17.
Yeah, it's
I'm
gonna
going
be closer.
Baltimore. I'm going Baltimore, but I think it's
in the 24-17 is gonna be. It's gonna be 17 up in the fourth quarter, and
Yep.
Baltimore just pull away in the last couple of seconds. That's how I see this game going.
you're-
I know you don't like Cleveland, bro.
Yeah.
But I honestly think that Cleveland actually always had a good squad.
Okay,
They had
so
a good
let's do
squad
this.
last year, but they have a better
What?
coach
They
this
got a
year.
better coach
They
this
have
year.
a way
Let's
better
do
coach
this,
this
let's
year.
do
Like,
this.
what?
Let's go this. So, Lamar Jackson, guide us in commercials. Lamar Jackson, guide us in commercials. Lamar Jackson, right? Really good defense.
Dude, this is gonna be a breakout year for Baker Mayfield. I'm
It's
telling
gonna be
you,
a
right?
breakout year. It's gonna be a breakout year.
If he doesn't break out
Yo,
this
I
year, he
feel
needs to get
bad
out.
for
He needs
Yo,
to get
there's
out
a
of
lot
it.
of stuff
It's not
going
even
on in
just him.
Cleveland.
It's just Cleveland just needs to
His
move.
sponsor needs to drop him.
Every quarterback is doing bad in Cleveland, no matter where you come
Hey,
from. Trade.
right. If
Cleveland
Baker
just needs to leave.
Mayfield, if Baker Mayfield doesn't live up to the hype this year, with a new coach, a coach that's proven,
Yeah, from Minnesota.
I'm sorry, you just the sponsors need to just vacate that contract, and it's like, hey man, we're just gonna pay
Yeah.
you, but we can't use you as a face, and then the team should just like, hey, we're gonna draft a quarterback this
We'll
year.
call it a day. Call it a
And
day.
just think about it like an Aaron Rodgers
it.
error.
Yeah.
You're just gonna be eased out.
Just ease out. I want you to talk to the quarterback. Yeah, but I got Baltimore 24-17. Landry fantasy start, OBJ fantasy start, Chubb, Lamar Jackson, and I'm even going Hollywood Brown.
Yeah.
Like that.
I beg to differ. I'm not starting Chubb in this game if I have choices. If I don't, yeah, I will start Chubb. Because Baltimore front line is just defensive line is just ridiculously good, man. Like I can't. I just it's week one.
Yeah.
50% of your league is gonna win.
Yep.
50% of your league is gonna lose this
Yep,
year.
that's it.
As much as all 12 people or 14 or 10 people in your league talking, half of them are going to lose this week.
Yeah.
So I just want to
Especially the
I
one
just-
that's having a conversation right
I
now.
just-
about
I
losing.
just- I
He's
just
definitely
wanna put
going
that
to
out
lose.
there.
Shots.
He's definitely going to
I
lose.
just want to put that out there and say
Exactly.
half of them are going to lose.
Woo. Week one, boy.
Bro.
Tomorrow, it's going to hurt you. It's going
Hey,
to hurt you. It's going to be a bad week for you.
hey,
Oh, it's going to be a bad week for
I
you.
don't have any players going tomorrow, so it's all right.
Oh, it's going to be the whole bad week, though. Sunday, too.
Lamar said that you guys are trying him right now.
Yo,
Gotta
so
put up
we
30
got
on these boys.
halftime, man. What's going on? NBA.
Oh, breaking
Oh.
news.
Toronto
Kyle
breaks it,
Lowry hit. I think it's what my phone is going crazy. It appears to be a game-winning shot.
right? Yeah,
They're going to a game 7.
it's gonna be
Toronto did win in double overtime. Listen, when you got a man down, you keep him down.
Yeah,
Because you were one shot away from being 3-0 now.
you about to be one shot away from winning this game.
Yeah, you about to be one shot away from being back home
Yeah,
in Boston and out the bubble.
man. Who do you want to win though? Who do you want to go
All right, so
against the Heat?
I want the Heat to go to the finals.
Yeah, and look.
This is my
looking really
problem
good.
though. This is my problem. So both teams give the Heat a challenge, and I'm gonna tell you why. So as good as the Bucks are, we shout out to the Heat for finishing them off
Yeah,
yesterday,
yeah.
4-1. They should have swept them, but the Bucks are a one-dimensional team. They're easy to stop. So they have Giannis,
Yep.
Greek Freak, and they have some decent shooters.
Yep.
You shut down Greek Freak, you win.
Everything's
the game.
going down.
Exactly.
Yep.
The
And
problem
that's
with
exactly what they did.
exactly the problem with Boston though, they have guys that could create off the dribble. In your Tatum's, your Jaylen Brown.
Off the bench.
Exactly. They have a poor man's Jimmy Butler
Mm-hmm.
in an all-purpose guy in Marcus Smart, and they have the kid that shows up since he's been showing up since UConn days in Kemba Walker.
Yeah.
So
Man,
that's
he's
not
doing,
a
He
team.
is doing so great with Boston, man.
Exactly. But
He has always been good.
He's always been
good,
great, but
yeah.
it's
ever since UConn.
Yeah, but it's
So-
great to see him on a good NBA team.
Exactly.
Because Hornets
Yeah.
was not good. Like you see the stardom over there. Like you know what I mean?
Exactly. So I think offensively they give Miami more of a challenge, and I think throughout the season series they beat Miami 2-1 if I'm not mistaken. However, Toronto though, on paper is an easier matchup, but Toronto is well coached by Nick Nurse, and they're very gritty, man. Like you give them an opportunity, we see what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're a very very gritty. It's not pretty basketball, but they get the job done.
And
So
that's where I agree with you on, because I would want to see Boston against Miami, but I think the best game is two pit bulls going against
Going
each
against
other.
each other,
And that's
exactly.
Toronto and the Heat.
exactly.
And that's why, honestly, that's why not Minnesota, Milwaukee, the Bucks couldn't beat the Heat.
Exactly.
It was a pit bull
It's not
going
enough
against
dogs.
a dog.
It's not enough
Yeah,
dogs
it's just,
in Milwaukee.
They're all dogs.
Yeah.
Here comes the homer.
Uh-oh.
I could care less. Boston or freaking Raptors. I'm a Heat fan, and I'm going to straight up tell you, I don't care who we face. I just want to see the Heats in the final. But
It's really surprising that we're really talking about that right now, yo.
Yeah,
Like,
I-
it's surprising that we're saying,
Hey, man, the
that
bubble-
boy Hero?
That boy here, I picked him, man. I
Jesus.
picked him since the draft.
Yo,
That
that boy
boy
is serious.
Confidence, man.
serious.
This is the thing about basketball.
Yo,
You
do
can't
not leave
teach.
him alone,
Yeah.
You
dude.
leave him alone, you got
you're
a problem.
over.
He
You
has
got a
superior
problem.
confidence. You can't teach his. You have some guys that just have a knack to score, like your CJ McCollums. You can't teach that.
Can't teach
You
that.
understand that you're either born with it or you're not. So, dude is a hooper,
Steph
man.
Curry.
Bro,
Yeah.
like,
Steph
if you-
Curry.
if you wanted a Ray
Damian
Allen-
Lillard,
Yeah.
Ray Allen. So you can't teach that. Like to put the basket in the rim with ease. He's only a rookie. He is only
ease.
a rookie.
With
Dude is
ease.
a kid. He's 19 years old.
Yeah,
He-
he's not going anywhere.
Yo, when they're
I don't
saying you
think
when you
Pat-
wanted a Ray Allen,
you can't
when
pay
you
Pat
wanted
to let him
Miller,
go.
Nah,
You
bro.
Pat's
can't-
not letting him go.
you can't
Pat-
play.
yo,
you
dude,
can't pay Pat.
I'm
to
not
let
gonna
him
lie
go.
to you. I seen Hero play at least 5 games in the beginning of the season. I went right into my NBA game and traded for Miami. Traded with Miami the Hero. I'm like, yo, give me that.
So yo, let me ask you. Let's talk about some of the other games, man. The Clippers, Denver. Who do you have in that series?
I have Clippers, Denver. I got the Clippers.
Okay. Game. Matter of fact, let's start where we started. Toronto, Boston, Game 7. Who?
I gotta go with Boston. I'm confident Boston's gonna
Toronto.
close it out.
I hate to say it.
All
I'm going
right.
Toronto.
So let's split it. I'm gonna go Boston.
No, Boston.
I think Boston's the better team.
Yeah, I think Boston is the better team. I just think Toronto are
But
dogs.
Toronto. All right. So what about the LA Lakers, Houston, man? Like,
LA's going to win, though.
I think Houston wins the next game though.
Nope. I think LA wins, though. LA
You
gave.
think
I think
it's
LA
2-1
gave them
right now, so
one
LA
game. LA's going
goes
to win
up.
the next 2 games. And make
Next
4.
2 and 4. Nah.
nah.
Nah. Nah.
I think Houston take another. Like, they're gonna take the next game, and
Yeah.
then LA will finish up 6 and 7. I'm sorry, 5 and 6. That's how I think it's gonna go.
You mean 4 and 2? They're going to win.
No. What I mean is like Game 5 and Game 6.
Oh, okay.
Right, Game 5 and
They're
Game
going to go
6.
5 and 6.
Can't stand this guy, D'Antoni. You don't understand. Like,
That dude stay
I don't
getting
know
job,
how
though.
he has a job. Like,
He stay getting
he's
it,
like
right?
Adam Gase. Like,
Yeah.
dude, it hasn't worked since the Steve Nash era. Like,
And
stop.
he's still,
Like,
since Phoenix, bro.
yeah,
He's still
like,
hitting it, bro.
he's still- it hasn't
Still getting it down,
worked.
bro.
It looks good on paper. It's exciting. It's good to
Yeah,
watch.
he's still
But
getting
it's
it.
Hey,
not a winning
speaking
formula.
of Steve Nash, man, like, can you imagine when Steve Nash is coaching
gonna
coaching
be
against
the
his old
easiest
coach?
game, bro.
That's
I
gonna
like
be
that.
good. That's gonna be.
I think
good.
he's going to be a
Yo,
good coach, man.
So let's get into the third quarter, man. What do you got, third quarter?
Third quarter. So let's start with some fireworks. Let's
All
start
right.
with the Tampa Bay New Orleans. I know that's
Knew
a
his
game
favorite
that,
team, man.
that everybody
his
wants to
favorite
talk
team.
about.
What do you got?
Hey,
I can't with you. I can't with you.
let's go,
Tampa-
Homer.
I was
Let's
gonna take a
Tampa,
shot.
wins
All
Tampa
right.
Bay wins 45-0, right?
Nah.
Let's get a Homer pick. right
Tampa
now.
Bay loses this one in New Orleans.
Wow.
I don't even know if Mike Evans is going to play with the report that we just saw with the hammy and situation. We do have it's a bunch of receivers. I think Tampa is going to be a good team, but first game connections issues with Godwin with Mike Evans if he does play. You're looking at continuity in a team that could put up points, and they're playing from home. So I can't. It would be dumb of me to bet against Breeze and
Kamara
and
Thompson.
Thomas and all these guys. We're staring at Thomas right here. He's ready to go.
You ready
right?
to go, yo?
So, yeah, I think this one is a high scoring game. I think it's probably going to be the most entertaining game on this slate. I would say New Orleans 31, Tampa 21.
Who do you start fantasy?
It's
Everybody.
everybody. Yeah.
Everybody, yeah.
Even
Every
though I
running-
said the connection, I would definitely. All right. So if Evans is out, you definitely got to start Godwin. Godwin's about to eat like there's no tomorrow. If Evans is out, I would even give Gronk a look as well. The running back situation, I just don't know.
Yeah, it's up in the
I was
air.
gonna ask
It's
you.
up in the air.
Would you start Fournette if you have Fournette on your squad?
I would start for that.
If in regular fantasy,
Yeah, yeah.
no, I'm not. Starting.
I'm not
I'm
starting
not
for
starting for that.
Nah, I'm not starting
No,
Fournette either.
I'm not. He
That's
just
too much
got
of a
to the
gamble.
team. It's too much of a
Yeah,
gamble.
that's
It's
true.
too much of a gamble.
If DFS though, I would take a gamble on Ronald
Jones.
But he's not someone I would. They're too risky. I don't know the situation. With football, go with certainty, especially it's week 1. Over in New Orleans, though, start everybody. Breeze,
Just
Kamara,
start throwing people.
tear
out.
them up. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's about to be a
Thomas,
show. Thomas, everybody.
What do you got
So,
for?
What about Cooks? Would you start Cook?
Which Cook?
Look, Cook's not out there.
Cook's not
oh,
out there.
you're talking about the tight
Sa-
end. Tight end.
Yeah.
Oh, Jared
yeah.
Cook.
Jared Cook, yeah,
yes. You got Emmanuel Sanders too, though, don't you?
Yeah, Emmanuel
Yeah.
Sanders.
You start everybody, bro.
Sanders could be a DFS play. I would look at Cook too.
Yeah,
I would look at Cook. Yeah.
What do you got for Cincinnati and the Chargers?
That's actually a game that's a total opposite of this one. So I think it's one of the hardest games to pick on the slate. So we have Joe Burrow, who everybody thinks he's the next Brady. Chargers, who they have Tyrod. It's just I would stay away.
From the whole game, from the whole
game, the safest bet in this is Mixon.
Yeah.
That's the safest
What
bet.
about Eckler?
Eckler too.
And Eckler.
And Eckler.
The running backs is
The
definitely
running
a
backs
definite
is
start.
safe. Exactly.
Keenan Allen?
It's I don't know.
I
You
don't
didn't touch
know.
Keenan
Yeah.
Allen either.
He's an interesting play, but I don't know what I'm getting from Tyrod and the connection there.
Because if you look,
it's
all
playing
right,
in
if you
Cincinnati.
watch Hard Knocks, right?
Yeah.
I didn't see much. I mean,
didn't.
there
It
was
was
a
a
little
lot of-
chemistry, but it's not
Nah.
much of
Exactly.
a chemistry for you
Yeah.
to get excited for
Yeah.
Keenan Allen.
There was nothing
The
I
good
was
thing
excited
about
for.
Keenan Allen have history in being a wide receiver and being a target monster. So I can understand why you would want to start Keenan Allen, but Keenan Allen is not like a must start for me.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
like if you
If
had,
one of your receivers is
if-
down, like I'll throw him in.
Yeah, I throw him in. You know what I mean? If say for instance you have Keenan Allen and Devontae Parker, and you find out that Devontae Parker is going to be out, or Keenan Allen and say Mike Evans, and you heard that Mike Evans is going to be out. Yeah, I would start Keenan Allen, but I wouldn't start Keenan Allen over any one of those dudes if they're playing. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. Eckler, yes. Mixon, yes. As on the Bengals, I don't know, man. Joe Burrow is new. But
I'm not starting
The
anybody.
good thing is I'm not starting Joe Burrow, but
AJ Green.
Boyd.
Tyler Boyd, I would chance because like the chemistry, the news that was coming out of camp. Again, we got to go by the news, right? The news that's coming out of camp, that came out of camp, was that there was a great connection between Burrow and Boyd. So the double B's, man. I think. that
And
can-
Boyd is a slot, isn't he?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So what do you think the score's gonna be?
I actually
this is a
couldn't
really
pick
close
this
one.
one, man. Like I couldn't.
3-point difference, eh?
Yeah, it's like
like
a
a field goal
toss-up.
difference.
Yeah, it's a field goal difference. One thing I would touch on to Ren's point, throughout the weeks, I'm confident in Keenan. So I think he's going to build that chemistry with Ever, because there's a quarterback duel that's going on out there. So whichever quarterback wins that duel, I think Keenan Allen is definitely. Mike Williams Keenan Allen is the best receiver
Yeah,
on that
yeah,
team.
yeah.
So going forward, I think Keenan Allen will build that chemistry. Just week 1, it's we don't know, you know. But it's going to be a close game. I'll give the edge to Cincinnati just because they're at home, +3, +4 Cincinnati,
One game
or
we missed.
-4. Sorry.
There's a 1:00 game that we failed to cover, and I just want to jump back to that one.
What was that?
Seattle Seahawks
Ah,
and the
yes.
Falcons,
Go ahead.
man.
What do you got?
Listen, this game is going to be a high-scoring game. I can tell you that right now. Like, it's going to be a high-scoring game.
That means Atlanta's going to win.
I wouldn't say that, man. Like, the thing about it is both have like a lot of weapons, right? On Seattle, you're looking at Metcalf, you're looking at Lockett, you're looking at Carson. You know what I mean? So that's great. You even, I mean, if you want to look at the tight ends, you have Disley and you have what's his name that just came from Carolina, Greg Olsen.
Yeah,
Right.
Greg
So
Olsen.
you know what I mean. So they have a lot of weapons.
Greg is
And-
supposed to be starting right now too.
and the best weapon of all is the quarterback, and Jameis Winston. I'm sorry,
Russell
Russell Wilson.
Wilson.
Sorry, Russell Wilson. And so Russell Wilson's going to sling the ball. Like in the past 2 years, man, Russell Wilson has had the most red zone passes out of all quarterbacks. So if you have Russell Wilson, you can expect him to pass in the red zone. Hence, that's why they lost that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Don't pass the ball when you got Beast right there.
Right.
Beast
yeah.
mode right there. Yo,
So-
I remember sitting.
That was horrible.
I remember exactly
I
where
lost-
I was.
I lost a lot of money
watching
on that game. When they were there and like I
Who
forgot
does
what
that?
yard, I was like, done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Done. I got up, hype, and they passed the ball, interception. New England won.
Who
I was
does
like,
that though?
So who do you think is gonna win?
oh, let's before we get into who's gonna
Yeah.
win, we want to talk about Falcons. Falcons offense is gonna be booming as well,
Explosive.
man.
Yeah,
Ooh,
man. Everybody I'm
man.
taking.
Yeah, you start
Hurts,
everybody.
right?
I love
Hurts.
Hurts. Yeah.
Nice replacement for Hooper.
Yep.
And then you have those two dynamic wide receiver man in Julio Jones and Ridley. I think those boys are gonna put up some points, and anything in 20 yards or less is coming to Gurley.
Yep.
Gurley,
Yeah.
Gurley. So listen, anybody that you have in this offense, I say start. You know what I mean? Meaning,
Yeah.
I have to mention their names. Just don't start. Start them if I didn't mention their name.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
So-
Don't pick up Freeman and think he's still with ATL.
You know what I mean? so with this game, man, I think this is the most fantasy points game. I think it's going to be a high scoring game. A lot of people don't peg it as a high scoring game. I think it's going to be a really high scoring game.
Give me numbers.
Funny enough, man, I think it's going to be like a 27, I don't know, like 34 type deal. It's going to be something
That's not bad.
crazy. Yeah, it's going to be something crazy.
Crazy
something,
but close.
Yes,
Yeah.
crazy but close, and it's going to be exciting.
Everything with Russell is close, though. He normally keeps it close.
I'm gonna give the edge to the Seahawks, and the reason I'm
Really?
the reason why I'm giving the edge to the Seahawks because they have a better defense. The Seahawks defense is way better than Falcons. Falcons just give up points all willy nilly. You know what I mean? So yeah, Seahawks is gonna score some points. Falcons is gonna score some points as well, but the fact that Seahawks defense is a little better than Falcons, I'll give them the edge. So I have Seahawks in that one.
All right. Next game is Dallas and the Rams. Goff had a flat season last year. Just bad season last year. Offense was ranked fourth in pass offense, but 281 yards. This Goff wasn't doing well enough, man. Now you got
He
Cowboys.
wasn't efficient.
He wasn't efficient. Yeah. Yeah,
But
you know what I mean?
he was
So-
passing a lot, but he wasn't efficient.
It just wasn't efficient.
Yeah.
But now the Cowboys have to deal with, one, they lost Byron Jones on the corner side. They
yeah.
do have a good cornerback there. They got to deal with Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp out there,
Yeah.
right? Even with Tyler Higbee, had a good end of the year season, right? So that's the question with the other tight end, who they're going to start. Is it Tyler Higbee or the other gentleman? I can't remember his name right now.
Everett.
Yeah, Everett.
Everett, yeah.
Yeah, Garrett Everett, I believe it is. So you're looking at these two guys. Who are they going to start? Dallas had, adding Everton Griffin, Alden Smith, and Alden Smith was a beast.
Yeah,
a
I
couple of
agree.
years ago. So now to come back and be like, yo, I need to prove myself. Yo, they're going after Goff.
Yeah,
They're
I
going
know.
after Goff, and Goff was just mad sacks last year. So, man, I'm going for a Dallas win. Obviously, you add in Zeke. You had Cooper. I know that's your boy. But I think CeeDee Lamb is going to have a good game. But, man, the things that I want to see is a Zeke and a Pollard situation. They got guns everywhere. I'm not a fan of your tight end. I think he's going to be a blocking tight end, bro. I honestly don't even know his name.
I'm not a fan of your tight end either. I don't know why.
I don't know his
Blake-
name.
Listen, Blake
But-
Jarwin is not a blocking tight end.
He's going to
Blake
be.
Jarwin has almost the same amount of targets as Witten last year in the offense. When he played less than 50% of the
That was
you
before they had
Yeah,
CeeDee.
that's
Just
before they
him.
had CD Lamb.
That's before
It
the
is.
season. All right, start him. Actually,
I'm starting.
I
him.
want you to start.
I'm starting him.
So I'm going Dallas
be a
wins
disappointment, man.
35-20. I got Dallas wins
Nope.
35-28, man. I think, as
so
I
you got it
stated,
as a high scoring game.
I do have it as a high scoring game. I see it's going to be a high scoring game on there. So
I
got
think
him as
so
high.
too. I think this is going to be the 4 p.m. games and after are very exciting games. Outside of the Cincinnati Chargers, that Dallas Rams game is going to be really good. Some potent offenses going at it. Interested to see what Dallas looks like. interested to see. It's what America's team, right?
Yeah.
So
What do you got on Arizona and San Francisco?
Arizona, San Francisco, good game as well. I like San Francisco obviously in this one, not because of Jimmy Garoppolo, but I think they're just
surprised.
going to run some more, and then we have a new receiver and arguably the best receiver in football on a new team. I think as the year progresses, the connection is going to get better. But against the best defense in football, coming off of a Super Bowl loss, I think that it's a close game. Um, I think Arizona is going to be a team that puts up points over the as the season progresses.
All right.
But come Sunday, I don't think this is going to. I think it's going to be 21-17
Who you got?
San Fran.
San Fran.
Mm.
Agree?
Okay. Hey,
Any
it's his
fantasy?
pick.
Any fantasy starters?
I love Mustard in this one.
Okay.
And I like Kittle. The best pick. Remember, San Fran is a really good defense, man. It's like Drake is a good pick, right? But it's San Fran
It's
defense.
San Fran's defense, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's
I don't know if I would start him.
I like
I wouldn't do it.
yeah, Mustard, Kittle. I gotta pick someone from. If I'm picking someone from Arizona, I would go with Drake over Hopkins.
All right. Well, let's get into the fourth quarter here, man. We got a double header. Double header. Now we got I think Pittsburgh's playing, right? We got
On Monday.
Pittsburgh in New York at 7 p.m. on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got Tennessee and Denver at 10:20. Right? So let's go Pitts. Who's want to handle Pitts here?
Hey, man.
I think you got Ben on your team, right?
Roethlisberger
Yeah.
is back.
Ben is back, bro.
Ben is back. Big Ben is back. News out of camp is that dude is feeling good, man. His arm is feeling better than it ever felt, and I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
He has some great weapons in Juju, Deontay, and what's the other one? Washington.
Washington and Johnson.
Yeah. So he has some
Claypool,
great
too.
Claypool too.
Yeah,
And
Claypool, yeah.
So he has some great weapons to his disposal. Coach came out today and he basically said Connor is going to be it. Connor's going to be
Connor's
it.
going to be the starter. We know Connor was going to be the starter.
Yeah, but
right?
he's saying that Connor's going to be the bell cow.
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah,
his,
yeah.
That's his
He's gonna be
words.
running that ball.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I would start any one of those guys.
Yeah,
Like,
it's about
anyone-
Connor. It's if Connor's going to stay healthy. That's what my main concern
Hey,
is.
that's
know.
why I got Benny Snell.
So you don't believe in Connor staying
No, I
healthy?
believe in him, but history tends to repeat itself. So.
Wow.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, that's
Why are you guys saying wow? Like I just said, history tends to repeat itself. I do
that's,
believe in
that's,
Connor,
that's,
but
that's you serious.
You're
with that.
killing me, Petey.
Serious.
You're killing me.
Yeah. I don't know.
Hey
I
man,
kinda agree with
I can see why you say that. But I like Connor. If I have Connor and if I drafted Connor, I'm definitely starting him this week.
absolutely.
that. Yeah.
Starting any one of the Pittsburgh wide receivers for sure. If you have them, unless you have better options over Deontay and James. So I think that offense is ready to click. They have a great coach. The defense is a beast.
Yep.
So I'm picking Pittsburgh to win, man. I'm all the way.
What's
Yeah.
the score?
For me, man, I keep picking low scores, right? Pittsburgh is gonna be like a 24-17 game though.
I had
Okay.
24-10.
Yeah, I have
I had 24-10. I mean, and I agree with you. I think Ingram is back, and hopefully he stays healthy with Jones. But Jones led the league in fumbles last year too, right? And Pittsburgh defense is,
Yeah.
I mean, their defense is a beast right now. So I don't think with the free safety that we had on our squad from Alabama, which is Fitzpatrick,
Okay.
right? He's literally able to roam around the field over there in a secondary. So when Daniel Jones tries to throw that ball, that boy is going to get intercepted. And also with the defense, the two defensive ends that Pittsburgh has, it's going to be hard for Jones to get out of that. Now, as far as fantasy starters, who do you have?
Fantasy
Starting
starters.
Saquon. I don't care what you guys. I don't care what the defense look like.
You still start Saquon. Don't
Yeah,
care what the
yeah,
defense.
Yeah,
is. All right?
Saquon is quarterback proof and defense proof. There's only few players that I would say. So Saquon is a must start for me for sure. Like it's not even a question.
You could combine San Fran defense, Baltimore, everybody.
Everybody
defense.
good?
Evan Ingram, I would definitely start as well. I don't know if it's Sterling or Slayton. Like that is the thing.
Or Tate.
Or
I know
Tate,
Tate
like-
was injured.
I heard
so.
better news coming out of camp for Sterling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that too. I heard that Daniel Jones was going to Sterling a lot more, and Slayton was more of the long pass. It's like the down the field
deep
stuff.
threat.
The deep threat. So for that high, I don't know, man. I just think that the only two people that I would start on that offense right now for sure is Saquon and Evan Ingram. Like, and that's it.
I'm
Right.
high on the Giants team. It's just unfortunate they got to play a stronger team
Yeah.
week one. But I think this is going to be this Giants team is going to surprise a lot of people.
Now we got the last game on Monday Night Football at 10:20. Tennessee at Denver. What do you got?
My Super Bowl pick. Go ahead.
Denver?
Um,
Denver's your
I got
Super Bowl?
Tennessee. I got Tennessee winning this one. So Denver took a blow with the loss to Von Miller.
Yep.
Tennessee gained by adding this kid Clowney.
Clowney. Yeah.
So I still like Denver. I still think they have a good offense in Locke, Cortland Sutton, Melvin Gordon. Philip Lindsay. So they do have some pieces. Even with the loss of Von Miller, the defense is not horrible. It's pretty good still. But Tennessee is just all around. I think continuity plays a factor in this. They're more organized. They know what they want to do. Drew Lock is still, I think he played like 2 or 3 games last year, so he's still getting to know these guys. Whereas the offense, they have a plan. They know what to do. We're going to run it, and then we'll give the receiver / quarterback some passes to his one target in
Hey,
AJ
Brown.
Brown.
Yeah, sleeping on Tannehill,
So-
man. He's
We
really
all know
good.
what they're gonna
He's
do,
really
but it
good on the
works.
play action, though. That's the thing, and that's his game, and that's always been his game. Is really good. It's really good selling that play action, and when you have a Derrick Henry, a running back like Derrick Henry, you're gonna bite on that play action because you always think that that's their game, that's Derrick Henry. So that's where AJ Brown is gonna eat. You know what I mean? And what's your tight end?
Stop. I was gonna say Harden. You talking about Tennessee center?
Yeah.
Joel Smith.
Juno.
Juno
Smith.
Smith. Juno
Yeah,
Smith.
Juno Smith.
That's where I think those two players possibly has a big game. Juno Smith is going to have a breakout year this year because, that's their game. It's Derrick Henry, play action, pass on the field. I can predict it.
So
Derrick
you have
Hen-
the winner is
Oh, it's not my turn to pick.
No, I said Tennessee.
You
on
said
this one.
Tennessee.
Yeah, I said
I got
on this one.
Tennessee too to win. I think you
I
start
think it's
Derrick
low
Henry.
scoring too.
Who do you start? Fantasy starters. Derrick Henry.
Oh, definitely starting Derrick Henry. AJ Brown throughout the entire year, he's going to be what Amari Cooper is going to be worse. Don't get me wrong, but he's going to be he's going to give you some good games and be absent some games. Same with Juno Smith. So they're good. That makes them good for DFS options.
Yeah.
In Denver, week 1, I think the safest pick. I'm not confident with any pick over there, to be honest. They do have, like I said, good weapons, but for fantasy wise, I'm not.
I'm
confident.
confident with Currently Sutton.
Yeah,
Melvin
Cortland
Gordon,
Sutton is
maybe
definitely.
Noah. Maybe Noah.
I'm
But
not that high on Fant, but I'm definitely really, really high on Cortland Sutton
I am
this
too.
week.
Yeah,
This
Sutton
week.
and Melvin Gordon, maybe Noah Font, but that's what I'm high on. So
right.
we got Locker Code Bowl predictions, my boys. Who do you think is going to be the top player, MVP this year, whatever you want to call it?
Let's
week?
go with this week,
this
right?
week.
So
Yeah, this week.
go first, Ryan. I don't want to go first. This one's tough, man.
You think it's tough? I think this week personally, it's probably gonna happen tomorrow night.
Yeah.
It's gonna be David Johnson for me.
Really?
Yeah.
I was thinking David Johnson.
I think David
really was
Johnson
thinking
is
David
gonna
Johnson.
surprise a lot of people. A
Oh, so you're
lot
gonna-
of people.
yeah. So you're going on surprise.
There's some bias because you do have him though.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
So
So
there's
that-
always, there's always surprise when he has it on
that's
the
what that's what y'all going with.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna go with not really a long shot, but not someone who everybody would think. My heart just saying to go with him. I'm going with Calvin Ridley.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
What about you, bro?
I went with my boy, my homies. I
Pat
think
Mahomes?
tomorrow night. Yeah, so I thought you were
I
going
could
that
have
route
easily
too.
went with
I think
Lamar
Patrick,
Jackson, dude.
Yeah,
Come
no,
on.
but I think that's the difference. I think Patrick Mahomes is going to explode tomorrow's game. I think it's going to be deep. I think he's going to throw 4 touchdowns, over 300 passing yards.
I don't think
I think
so.
he's going on. I think he's going to go off
right,
on
so
these
if-
boys.
I don't think so. I don't think.
if I want to be safe, I think Michael Thomas is going to have a huge game.
No,
I mean, I'm
I
not
don't
trying
think.
to be
funny
safe,
enough, I
man.
think Pat Mahomes is gonna have an average.
Really?
Average
Nah,
game tomorrow.
I think it's going to be a blowout.
The Texans,
Maybe a surprising. Maybe would
the
be
Texan defense
running
is
back.
actually not bad. You get what I'm saying? So I think it's going to cause a problem, especially with J.J. Watt healthy and all that stuff. I think the Texas defensive line is way more dominating than. So it's gonna. Pat Mahomes is going to be running a lot, like scrambling a lot.
You really-
yes,
you
he's
think
pretty
that?
good. Yeah, he's pretty good with scrambling and passing, but he's
Who
going to be
on-
forced out of the pocket.
But who against who?
If you're-
Who? Which
I don't
defensive
think
end
so.
is
I
going
don't
to
think so.
have him running around on the field?
Yeah,
Like,
J.J.
I
Watt
don't-
alone is going to have him running around.
Are you
on the field.
so you saying we can't double J.J. Watt?
I'm not
Ain't
saying
nobody
that
else there.
I'm not saying they can, but their line is not that great.
You a KC fan or
No,
Yeah,
I'm a
KC
Dolphins-
line
I'm a
is
Dolphins
not
fan. Don't get
KC
us
line is
twisted
not
now.
that great, bro. And that's why. Listen,
I'm definitely not. I'm not a.
the one thing
Titans fan.
the thing I like about KC is that they can change
Houston fan,
strategy
excuse me.
within games.
Yeah.
and that's what I like. But if you ever notice, like they always start bad. Like they come out with their game plan, and whatever defense they're playing just smack them in the mouth because the offensive line is not that great.
Mm-hmm.
And then Pat Mahomes just take the game over in his hands.
So you think in the beginning, first, second quarter, it's going to be really slow. Third, fourth quarter, that's when it's going to start heating up.
Yep. That's always think about the
that's
Tennessee Kansas City game. Think about the Houston Kansas City game. It's the same MO.
Yeah, Houston thinks they're going to win. They're up by like 28 points, and all of a sudden,
And then they
slow down,
relax, and then they got
get
smashed in the
murdered.
mouth. So
Yeah.
that's what always happened, man.
So you think, because I'm thinking they haven't learned their lesson yet, so I think KC's going to win. Is there a chance that Titans learn their lesson and be like, nah, this is not going to happen, and KC starts their 0-1 season?
Hey, man, I didn't say KC's gonna lose.
I
I'm
don't
just saying.
think KC starts 0-1 for nothing.
Yeah, I didn't say KC's gonna lose. I just don't think Pat Mahomes is
But
gonna
I
have
think-
that.
Yes.
Pat Mahomes won't be the number one quarterback this week.
I don't think
I
so
think he's
either.
going to be the number one.
I don't think so.
I don't.
And I like David Johnson a lot this week.
Yeah.
You like David Johnson?
Yeah.
Hey,
I still think
before we
still
close
think
the
you're
show,
going
I
to
know,
win.
I
though,
know we
Chavo.
got 2 seconds.
Yeah, man.
Before we close the show, I just want to read off some stats for you
Yeah,
guys.
man, go ahead.
All right,
We got a
Jason
couple.
Witten, Blake Jarwin. All right, Blake Jarwin got less than half the amount of targets that Jason Witten got,
Yeah.
and had 100 plus less yards, but more and more touchdowns.
This is what
One less touchdown, I'm sorry, than Witten. So now he's the only one. So imagine like Blake Jarwin getting the 500 plus yards that Witten had, and the 4 touchdown that Witten
Dude,
had.
you're not selling me on that
Yeah, you're not
only
selling me
because
on
of
that
CD
either.
Lamb, bro. If CD Lamb was not there, I'm with you. I think their cornerstone
just too
is
much-
going to be CD Lamb
Yeah.
added on there. That means it's going to be too much deep threats, and I think they're going to throw that ball.
Yeah.
All right,
I think
we'll
they're
see.
going to throw that ball, bro.
We'll see. I want
Yeah,
that apology though.
Apology for what? Boy, bro, you about to lose this week, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna be $50 richer.
Yeah, all right.
You ain't winning,
You ain't winning, right?
You ain't winning. Sorry,
I'm gonna
man.
be
Yo.
$50 richer.
got
Yo,
you this
that's
week.
going to be it for us. Thank you for listening to Locker Code with C, Ren, and PJ. Be sure to check us out on Locker Code on Twitter, Locker Code Podcast on Instagram, Locker Code on Facebook, lockercode.com, man. Listen, we're everywhere. Check us out on YouTube right now. Video's going to be up. Yo, we'll be back with you next week. Everyone, be safe.
All right.
Yup.
Yay.